run through and see if it actually works. So I'll press record now.
Oh, I have a little record button in the corner.
That's helpful.
It's blinking.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Thinking of what takes place on Skype, that's probably handy to have to let people know that things are being recorded. Okay, so it's supposedly recording. But going back through this, I'm going to go back to the blog real quick too and get that document that I had on there of the workflow.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you want, the only thing that I've left to really identify is, okay, so incoming SMS, it validates that it's legitimate, and then is it a sign up? Yes, and it hands them a carrot. If it's not a sign up, it checks to see if it's an opt out. If it's an opt out, it updates the record and identifies that this person no longer wants to receive a text, and we convey that with a message, but it still comes back with also a carrot, which is, I think I put in there stay 40 for 40% off, but I don't know if you want to adjust that or not. Does that make sense what I'm telling you as far as
yeah.
And then from, I'm kind of noticed right now I can prevent it, but there's kind of a game of, and I shouldn't be that concerned about it, but if somebody signs up and gets that new 40% off, not for the first 2 weeks, but the following time gets that 40% off, and they opt out and they get a coupon. If they sign back up, what do we want to present them with? If they choose to opt back into that list, do we want to present them with, hey, thanks for opting back in, or do we want to try to offer them another carrot of some sort? Thanks for offering back in. Here's 25% off, or
I think thanks for opting back in.
Okay.
Without
any incentive.
Without anything, yeah.
Okay. Cool. That is what I need to know. So that'll be the last thing I'll add then, is just a preventative measure, or the logic to prevent anybody from pretty much gaming the system. So if they opt in that first time, they'll get a carrot. If they opt out the first time, they'll get a carrot. If they opt back in, we thank them. If they opt back out, we say sorry to lose you, and pretty much contact information. And I can email you the actual carrots or the wording, and you can adjust them and get them back to me.
Okay, and it's 140 characters?
So total SMS is 160. Text stop to opt out, I think ended up taking up 22 characters.
Okay.
So we were at 138, I wanted to say. I mean, we can I would just say shoot for 130. If you go over, I don't know. I can even email them to you right now. I think I've got a bunch of them. Oh, actually, I'll get them to you later.
I just wanted to know if I'm going to be editing them, how around the number of characters I should be shooting for.
Sure, yeah. 130 is probably what we should shoot for right now. And but the other thing I wanted to mention was we probably, like, I've had a bunch of random friends sign up.
Oh, cool.
obviously, I'm going to take them off the list. But I was just saying, hey, you know, I had a test. I blogged about it. The test methodology I used to kind of throw some vague data at my application to make sure it would process the data appropriately, and it looks like it's doing it just fine. But in a real world instance, I still always get concerned. So I was like, I spoke to about 6 or 7 people and saying, yeah, you know, text to opt in. Let's make sure this works. So once everything's up and running, I'd like to have you mess around with it, Dan, or any of your friends mess around with it and see if they can break it. So if you opt in, if you opt out, if you opt back in, if you opt back out, you know, what are you getting? What's going on? And I don't think you'll be able to, but I always get surprised. It seems like there's always things that can be broken.
All right.
And then, so for now, I'm going to press stop.